What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over another project that I've been rounding up parts for, and I finally got everything I need to put this together. Well, almost everything. This thing's been a long time coming, so let's jump into it. Last fall I bought one of Aero Precision's monthly builder sets. It popped up on my email, it looked kind of cool, and I bought one. Mistakenly, I bought the AR-10 version. I thought I was buying the AR-15 version. Now, I didn't realize that until I went to pick it up at my FFL, but needless to say, it's been sitting on the shelf for a while. I've been debating what caliber I want to build this in. I already have a 6.5 Creedmoor and a 308, so I wasn't sure how I wanted to build this thing out. But this builder set looks pretty cool. Let me show it to you. So this is the builder set I bought from Aero Precision. Like I mentioned, it's an AR-10 platform, and Eli Urian Designs did the cerakote on it for, I don't remember what month it was. It was last fall, but I thought it looked pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks pretty sweet.
And Eli Urian does some awesome cerakote work. I've had him do some stuff for me in the past. He does an amazing job. Once I started gathering parts up, I sent him a few other parts to cerakote to match this, so it kind of flows with the whole theme. And I think it's going to look really good. I've kind of just laid it out and it looks pretty awesome. When choosing a caliber, I was kind of on the fence. I'd heard about 8.6 blackout. I wanted to do that, but looking around, there's not much support for them. There's not many ammunition manufacturers that are making ammo for it. It was hard to find a barrel because Faxon was the only one that made them. I kind of went into this with the hope that it would catch on like 300 blackout did. So that's what I'm going with. I'm going with the 8.6 blackout. I finally rounded up a barrel. I got all the parts and pieces other than a muzzle device. I still need to get one of those. They've been on back order. So I'm still hunting around a little bit for one of those, but that'll be easy enough to put on once I get this thing together. And then the next biggest hurdle is finding ammunition. It's kind of been buzzing around again here and there on YouTube, and I'm hoping that means that more stuff's coming. I've seen that Hornady's gonna make some bullets for it, and other manufacturers are kind of starting to get their manufacturing process in order to build bullets for this thing. So I'm hoping it catches on and I don't build a dud that just sits on my shelf. But we're gonna jump over to the bench. I'll show you everything that I got and show you some tools that I like to use when I'm doing stuff like this. All right, so here's the parts that I got for this thing. I've got them all laid out. We'll start with the builder set. It came with a lower receiver, the upper receiver, and the handguard. I chose the Atlas R1 handguard, which has a Picatinny rail all along the top. And like I said, these are cerakoted by Eli Urian Designs. That's how the lower and the upper look. Like I mentioned, I sent a few other parts to get cerakoted. I got this Magpul PRS Gen 3 stock that I had. I sent that to him to get cerakoted to match. And a Magpul K2 grip. I really like these grips as far as the Magpuls go. These are one of my favorite. I like the texture on them. I also got a Aero Precision lower parts kit, an Aero Precision breech charging handle. These are also one of my favorites. I had this Magpul bipod laying around, so I'll probably throw that on. As far as the barrel and gas system and everything, this is a 16-inch Faxon 8.6 blackout barrel. It's a carbine length. I just got that a little while ago. I had to get on their waiting list, their in-stock alerts to find that. Finally got that. I went with the Faxon bolt carrier group. It's the same bolt carrier group for a 308 or a 6.5 Creedmoor. I wanted to do all Faxon parts, the gas block and everything, but they just didn't have them in stock. So for a gas block, I went with the Superlative Arms. This is their kind of bleed off gas system. I haven't tried one of these, so I'm interested to see how it works. I got a carbine length gas tube, a 308 carbine buffer kit. That's what Faxon suggests with this 8.6 blackout. And then I went with a Timney trigger. This thing has a 4-pound pull. I went with a curved bow, and I'm hoping this works out good. I really like the Timney triggers. They're a pretty good trigger in my opinion. So we'll try that one out and see how that works. Like I mentioned, I'm only waiting on a muzzle device. I gotta find one of those. On Faxon's website, the one I wanted was out of stock. If you didn't know, not many people make stuff for an 8.6 blackout. So I'm still on the hunt for one of those, but that'll be easy enough to throw on once I get this thing together. We'll jump over to this other bench. I'll show you a few tools I'm gonna use for this that make this a heck of a lot easier. And if you're gonna do anything like this, I suggest you pick some up. So I bought this thing a while back. This is just a Real Avid Master Armor's kit for putting these things together. It's come in handy quite a bit. It has a bunch of stuff you'll need: punches, torque wrench, reaction rod, this little bench block for putting pins in and stuff. It's got a hammer, all sorts of stuff that you'll need. This thing has been awesome, and it is really helpful for when you're working on stuff like this. Now another thing that I usually do before I throw the barrel in is I'll clean it. Today I'm going to use some of this. I had a company reach out and want to send me some of this. It's a new kind of CLP called Professor Pew. They wanted me to try out. I haven't tried it yet, so I think I'll try that on this. Supposedly it's non-toxic, plant-based, doesn't have much smell to it, so that's kind of cool, and they say it performs just like a regular CLP. So I'm going to use some of this, try it out on this barrel, make sure it's 100% clean before I get this thing together, because typically I put it together and forget to clean it before I go out and shoot it. So I like to do it right away, get that barrel nice and clean on the inside. And to do that, I'm going to use this bore snake. These bore snakes are really handy. I really like these. They're quick and easy to clean your gun with. They come in this little plastic case that you can throw in your range bag or whatever, so if you need to clean it on the range. If you guys haven't seen these, you need to get them. They are a lot better than the old rod style. Obviously for deep cleaning, I'll use this and patches and things like that. But this these work out awesome. They have the little bristles in them, and I'll use that. I'll run that through a couple times, make sure it's clean. Then I'll run a patch through it and see if it's got any dirt left in it. Another handy tool to have is one of these vise blocks that just goes right in your vise, and you can slide your lower receiver right on it, just like that, and hold it in the vise while you're working on it and doing stuff. It's kind of like an extra set of hands. This vise block, there's another one right here, is made for the AR-15, and then I bought this adapter sleeve so you can use it for an AR-10 magwell, and these things are really handy to have. Like with all my videos, I'll have a parts list in the description down below. You guys can follow that. It'll take you to my website where you can check out a bunch of this stuff. Now, I don't sell anything over there, it's just information only, but if you want to see some of the parts that I use, you can go over there and check them out. So I'm going to get this bench cleaned off and get going on this. Now, YouTube doesn't like us showing you guys step-by-step instructional videos on how to do stuff like this, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to throw you on a time lapse, slap this thing together, and then we'll check it out when I'm done. Alright guys, so that thing turned out pretty badass, I think. I think that looks awesome. It went together fairly easy. I didn't really run into any hiccups or anything like that. And this Timney trigger feels really nice too. Let me show you that. There's no take up. Really crisp break. Nice short audible reset. That thing feels great on the finger. I'm excited to get this thing out and shoot it. Like I mentioned, I'll have a link in the description that takes you to my website. If you guys want any more information about the stuff that I use, any of those tools that I used, anything like that, follow that link. You can go over there. Like I mentioned, it is information only YouTube. I don't sell anything. I'm really excited to try this 8.6 blackout. If you guys don't know what 8.6 blackout is, search a little bit. I'm not going to go into all the details of the caliber and ballistics and all that stuff. But it is the big brother to the 300 blackout. It was developed by the same guy, and I'm interested to try it out. It still takes a 308 magazine, so I won't have to get special magazines for that cartridge. It's pretty much a 6.5 Creedmoor case that's shortened, and then the bullet is a 338 projectile, so that neck is widened out, shortened case, and it packs a punch from what I hear, and I'm excited to try it out. If you guys know anywhere other than Gorilla to get some ammunition, let me know in the comments, because I do need to get some ammo for this. Also, what do you guys think as far as an optic on this? I need to find an optic for it. That's one of the last things I need to get is the optic and then the muzzle device. So I'm thinking once I get those, I'll do kind of an update video and get some range footage of shooting this thing. Because honestly, I haven't seen any videos of anybody that's actually built one. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, if you guys like the look of that and what I should do for an optic. I also got another question for you guys. You guys saw my logo in the beginning. I'll throw a picture up here. Would you guys be interested in merchandise? I'm thinking about doing some merch, maybe some shirts and hats. I'm throwing around the idea. I haven't found anybody yet or anything like that. I haven't looked that deep into it, but I've been throwing that idea around to see if you guys would be interested in shirts and hats. So let me know if that would be something you guys would be into. Also, don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll check you guys on the next one.